So SoFi is slipping yet again today, guys. It's currently about 2 p.m. on the East Coast, and we have SoFi stock down about 3.5%, and we have all the indexes in the red as well. We have the Russell down over 1.7%, leading the losses, and we have the Dow down 0.3%, the S&P's down a quarter, and we have the the Nasdaq pretty much at break even. So check it out, guys. Again, SoFi is slipping yet again. Now we're at $7.10. And earlier in the day, we got down to $7.03. So essentially, guys, we're holding above $7 right now by a thread. And clearly, now we're taking out the lows from yesterday, which yesterday we hit around, where did we hit? $7.30, 40 cents. And that didn't hold at all. I mean, look, in the pre-market we held it, but then once we opened up, we saw a big drop down to $7. Then we rebounded a bit to about 7.20, and now we've kind of we've been shopping around for the past couple of hours at about 7.10 to about 7.15, kind of waiting for the next move here. What direction are we going to pick? Are we going to try and fill the gap back to the lows from yesterday? Are we going to try and run to about 7.30, 7.40, or are we just going to get a straight up drop under $7, which obviously that'd be great for the bear. So let me show you guys what's going on here on the 5-day. On the 5-day, now we can see clearly we have a death cross. We're under the moving averages, and today's down move of 3.7% as of now marks the third or fourth straight day of declines here, where we're taking out the lows from the previous day. Yeah, it looks like, well, I guess technically yesterday we didn't take the lows out from the previous day, but either way, guys, this marks the third or fourth day of us declining. Now we're down about $1 from where we were. It looks like on Monday we hit $7.95. Now we're barely holding above $7. So we are down over 11%. And on the 10-day chart, now let's see, guys. We just hit a fresh low. Looks like now clearly you guys can see the descending triangle on this 10-day, 30-minute, right? We're about to see that play out potentially, which could lead to more lows. So you guys can see that. And here on the 20-day chart, you can see it even more. We have a death cross. We're under the moving averages. And on the 4-hour chart, let me point this out to you guys, which I noticed this earlier today. We can see we actually have an inverse cup and handle. Do you guys see this right here? Let me draw it out. You guys see this right here? Boom. We have the cup right here. You guys notice that? And then we have the handle right here. You guys see that, right? So if we do see this play out, we might see SoFi going down even more. That's the reality. All of this points to potentially us going to the mid-sixes. That's the reality right now, guys, which you can see we actually hit mid-sixes in the end of November, and you guys might not like that. You're going to be like, Stas, you're flipping sides, you're doing this, you're doing that. I'm not. I'm still long. I still own the stock. If I sold the stock, okay, that's different, but I'm still long, and I'm just giving it to you guys how it is, the way I'm seeing it here on these charts. And again, we have that death cross, we have that inverse cup and handle. We're approaching that low $7 mark now. We're pretty much hanging on by a thread. If that level breaks, we have a clear-cut path towards the mid-sixes, which at this point, guys, that's kind of what I'm waiting for. That's where I'm waiting to look, or not to look, but to buy more. That's where I'm looking at the mid-sixes as of now, as again, we're holding above 7 by a thread. So what do you guys think? That's a quick little breakdown here on SoFi. I mean, this thing is allergic to going up at this point. I mean, we had great numbers, a couple of weeks ago. At this point, it's getting to the point where it's almost 2 months ago, right? So we're about 2 months post earnings now, and we had a huge pump, sold off, had another pump, failed to break out of the post earnings rally high, which you guys can see that. And now we've been completely free falling over the past couple of weeks, and now it looks like we're getting close to the lows again from November, which it's like it's allergic to going up, guys. So I'm looking to buy more. Again, this is a long-term spec play for me. Let me just make that clear here. This is not my biggest position by any means, guys. It's actually one of my smallest positions, but, I like covering it here and, breaking down the charts and keeping you guys updated. So, yeah, I'm going to, potentially add more here moving forward for sure in the lower sixes if it gets there. Mid sixes as well. I'm looking at that level. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And before we break down some other stocks here and the indexes, don't forget to get your free stocks from Moomoo, up to 15 stocks, each up to $2,000. Just use that link down below or simply go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo or use this QR code right here. That's if you're watching on your desktop. And once you open up your account and fund it with at least $100, you get 5 stocks. And listen to this, fund your account at least $1,000, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks, each of those again up to $2,000. So it's a no-brainer, guys, and the clock's ticking. So use that Moomoo link down below. And of course, that is an affiliate link. It helps out the channel. I appreciate you guys as always. And with that being said, let's continue on here and break down what is going on with some stocks out there, as these markets, these indexes are mostly in the red. Now the Nasdaq's trying to go green, but for the most part, guys, we are in the red. And the funny thing is, which I've mentioned throughout my videos today, we have a lot of these big tech stocks in the green. Like Apple, it's up 1.6%. Microsoft's pushing 3%. Google's up 2.5%. We have Amazon up 1.5%. Meta's up 0.1%. So pretty much all these Mag 7 stocks, except for NVIDIA and let's see, NVIDIA's down 2.6%. Tesla, forget about it. That's down 4%. Pretty much all the Mag 7, other than those, are in the green today. But we still have the indexes in the red, which is quite interesting. With, of course, the small cap index. That doesn't have, these tech stocks in it. So that's why that's down 1.7%. But, yeah, looks like some of these names here, guys, are moving. Macy's is up a good chunk. It looks like this is up over 3%. So it looks like we're starting to now break out of the highs from a couple of months ago on Macy's here. So we might be seeing potentially more upside there, as this could be a breakout play. So that's Macy's. Let me see what else do we have here. Looks like Netflix is moving, which I believe I covered earlier. That's looking to maybe take the highs out at 624. We'll see how that plays out. Let me see some ones that are in the red right now, guys. Looks like Coinbase is seeing a sizable pullback. Finally, COIN's the ticker. This one's now coming down actually under the 50 SMA on the 4-hour chart. Now we're down $40 from the highs, or about 16%. And to be honest, if this came down to 180 to the 180 SMA on the 4-hour, which is at about 180, $190 per share, that'd be a spot where I'd be looking at potentially as a dip buy. Maybe at 190, considering that was the high from the end of last year, also end of February. So that could be an interesting spot here, as Coinbase is seeing some weakness. And we have Rivian. Rivian's down 8.5%, which this is interesting. We got news of their R2. They unveiled it a couple of days ago, right? When was that? About a week ago. The stock saw a big pop to about 1350, and mind you, I actually opened a position at 1125 on that day before the unveiling, and now we're actually in the tens, right? Just like that. And that's how a stock like this works, guys. It shoots up a bunch, sells off a bunch, and obviously it's been going down for quite some time. But this is a speculative play for me, right? This is one that I'm buying as a speculative play, kind of like Sofi. And these are two that, they're never going to be massive holdings for me unless they 10-20x, which would be insane. In that case, that'd be beautiful, right? They would be huge holdings at that point. But as of now, I'm keeping them small, but they're companies that I'm tracking. I like the companies. They're riskier, arguably, right? Depending on who you're talking to. I guess objectively, that they are riskier bets, obviously, right? Because At least Rivian's losing a lot of money. We're not going to get into that in this video. But yeah, these are ones that I'm in, and we'll see how it plays out over the next couple of years. And I guess they're more fun investments, if you will. So that's Rivian, RIVN. Let me see what else is moving down here. WBD is down over 4%, which I have been digging into. This is one that I might add to the portfolio as well. This is down big time. Warner Brothers, Discovery. Now it's in the eights, mid eights. It was trying to break 9 a couple of days ago. It failed. Now we're back in the 8s. So we'll see how long it lasts there. If it starts going into the 7s, guys, I might have to start nibbling. So what do you all think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Feel free to hit the like button and subscribe. 50% of you guys watch the videos, but for some reason you're not subscribed. So if that's you, make sure to subscribe. And with that being said, I'll catch you all later.